Being from Chicago, I have a lot of family out east, and I knew that I wanted to do theater and production right from the beginning. And so I didn't really know where I wanted to look, but I was focusing on schools that had production majors, and Hofstra was one of them. I always knew I wanted to be a production major rather than be a performance major, and I'd not necessarily be backstage, but be able to design the shows and show my work of art in a way, like on the set and during the performance. In high school, I had worked on all the productions and had built the sets and done all the scene painting and props and sound, and knew that I just liked running a show rather than actually performing in it. The shows that I've worked on recently were War of the Roses, where I was a prop master, and then in fall of 2010, I had designed the set for Intimations for Saxophone, directed by Peter Sander. And then in spring 2010 actually, I was the assistant set designer for Twelfth Night, which was also directed by Peter Sander. And then after that was fall, and I was the prop master for Nickel and Dimed. While working on War of the Roses, we actually had set it more contemporary, but I had to do a lot of weapons because it was very combat heavy, and it was a combination of the 3 Henry plays, so it was very bloody and a lot of fighting. So I had to build 2 spears and a battle axe, which were used in the combat, and I believe the spears had broken 3 times, and I had to fix them overnight, even though it took me a long time to actually build them and make them look nice for the show, as well as the battle axe, which took a lot of preparation. I believe that the props for it really turned out nicely, and the whole show just really worked together as the concept and the flow of the show. Right now in my Drama 156 class, which is a design class, I'm working on The Marriage of Bet and Boo by Christopher Durang, will be directed by Royston Coppinger. And it takes a lot of preparation because right after War of the Roses ended, I set up a meeting with Royston 2 weeks ago, and we talked about just the design concept and what he thought of the play and what I thought of the play and what the costume designer and lighting designer thought. And then right after that, the next week we had another meeting, and I had presented him with drawings for the set design. And luckily he enjoyed them because they looked exactly how we both had talked about and agreed on. And so he's already basically agreed on having a set design done, but now I just have to do the ground plan and the renderings and have everything ready for next semester's show. I also have to work with the costume designer, who will be Hosea Connors, and she's also a junior BFA costume designer. And we're also working with the lighting designer, Jim Hart, who's a professor. So we all have to agree with what the design, the concept is, in order to make each other's work. Because if the lighting has a weird green color, it might not look well with the costumes that are put on the actors, or with the set and the colors that I choose. So as long as we all agree and have it look nice as a whole, that's what matters. If you want to start getting involved as a production major, your first class is Drama 55, which for freshmen, their first semester, it's a little different. It's kind of more like an arts and crafts class, so that you get the idea of basic design. And then after that, you take Drama 78, which is another design class, and then you just keep continuing with design classes up until Drama 156, which is what I'm in. And then there's also other skills courses which you can take, such as lighting, props, stage management, drafting, sound, scene painting, and carpentry. Sometimes as a production major, we don't get recognized, but I believe, at the end of the day, the actors as well as the audience do appreciate what we do. One of the drama professors that's been a huge mentor is David Henderson, who's now the chair of our department. He's also the head scenic designer, and he's the one that's been teaching me with all my set design classes, basically. And has really helped me grow as a set designer. Has pushed me to work harder.